Marcie in a coat of flowers stops inside a candy store. Reds are sweet and greens are sour, still no letter at her door. So she'll wash her flower curtains, hang them in the wind to dry, dust her tables with his shirt, and wave another day goodbye. Marcie's faucet needs a plumber, Marcie's sorrow needs a man. Red is autumn, green is summer, greens are turning and the sand. All along the ocean beaches stares up empty at the sky. Marcie buys a bag of peaches, stops a postman passing by, and summer goes, falls to the sidewalk like string and brown paper. Winter blows up from the river, there's no one to take her to the sea. Marcie dresses warm, it's snowing, takes a yellow cab uptown. Red is stop and green's for going, sees a show and rides back down. Down along the Hudson River, past the shipyards in the cold, still no letters being delivered, still the winter days unfold like magazines fading in dusty gray attics, and sailors make a dream back to summer, and hear how he tells her, wait for me. Marcie leaves and doesn't tell us where or why she moved away. Red is angry, green is jealous, that was all she had to say. Someone thought they saw her Sunday, window shopping in the rain. Someone heard she bought a one-way ticket and went west again. Hired a coach to take me from confusion to the plane, and though we shared a common space, I know I'll never meet again. The driver with his eyebrows furrowed, in the rearview mirror I read his name, and it was plainly written, Nathan Lafreniere. I asked him would he hurry, but we crawled the canyon slowly, through the buyers and the sellers, through the burglar bears and the wishing wells, with gangs and girly shows, the ghostly garden grows. The cars and buses bustled through the bedlam of the day. I looked through window glass at streets, and Nathan grumbled at the grey. I saw an aging cripple selling Superman balloons. The city grated through chrome plate. The clock struck slowly noon. Through the tunnel tiled and turning into daylight, once again I am escaping. Once again goodbye to symphonies and dirty trees, with parks and plastic clothes, the ghostly garden grows. He asked me for $1 more, he cursed me to my face. He hated everyone who paid to ride and share his common space. I picked my bags up from the curb and stumbled to the door. Another man reached out his hand, another hand reached out for more. And I filled it full of silver, and I left the fingers counting, and the sky goes on forever without meter maids and peace parades. You feed it all your woes, the ghostly garden grows. You feed it all your woes, the ghostly garden grows. About 2 years ago, I was playing a little club in Fayetteville, North Carolina. And I asked a friend of mine there if there was anything that he thought I should see, you know, in the neighborhood. And he said, well, of course, there's Fort Bragg. You may as well go and see that. And went out to the PX and bought a tape recorder for $60, retailing for $180. Those soldiers have some advantages, don't they? There really wasn't much to see except a few soldiering places and a place referred to as Combat Alley, where a group of people called the Fayette Cons were rumored to hang out, practicing out all the new techniques that they were learning before they got shipped off. That was the unpleasant side of Fayetteville, North Carolina. Even though I met a lot of pleasant people and a lot of wonderful soldiers, I bought this guitar from an Army captain. This guitar's been to Vietnam, and it went over there with its mate, a little Martin Classical, and she didn't come back. Finally, though, the last day I was there, my friend said, I just remembered something that you should do before you go away, and you should go and see the dentist. And I didn't think that was a very exciting idea until we got out there, and I found out that the dentist was not just a dentist, he was an amateur architect. And like a lot of rural North Carolinian people, he had collected around his house a lot of rusty junk, you know, just discarded, abandoned things, wrecked cars and old decrepit tractors that were falling apart. And suddenly he looked out one day and he saw that he had about 3 acres of rusty junk that he'd collected, and he hadn't done anything with it. You know, it was just lying all over the place. So he began to build a house, and he's still building it. I think he'll always be building it. It's made out of portholes from ships and television screens and tractor wheels and Pepsi-Cola wheels, Pepsi-Cola crate paddle wheels, formal weed gardens, rusty ponds with dead rubber mallards and things at the bottom, decoys, and a pipe full of muzak for the tourists who come out. Roof covered with spinning things, television antennas, and those funny little louvered Turkish air conditioning units from the top of buildings, you know. And it's really a wonderful place. So I wrote a little poem coming back, silly little poem, called Dr. Junk the Dentist Man. And I set it to a silly little Bo Diddley melody that goes like this. It's just a silly little song. Dr. Junk the Dentist Man fills your teeth with what he can. Airplane wings and corset stays, and when he's done he'll let you pay in paper clips or inner tubes or anything that's slightly used. He's not really crazy, only nuts and bolts and rusty rings make him do peculiar things. Dr. Junk the dentist has an office full of colored glass, a garden with a paddle wheel and funny plants for eye appeal. And though he waters them with care, I've never seen them grow in there. He's not really crazy, only nuts and bolts and rusty rings make him do eccentric things. Dr. Junk the Dentist Man built a junky castle up on stilts, junk within and junk throughout, and TV in the chimney spout, and 14 levels to each floor, and now he's adding 14 more. He's not really crazy, only nuts and bolts and rusty rings make him do the weirdest things. Speaking of the weirdest things, here's a little song about a witch who lives in my country's capital. All you need to be a witch is the right amount of negativity and the belief that you have that power. I think of tears, I think of rain on shingles. I think of rain, I think of roses blue. I think of Rose, my heart begins to tremble to see the place she's lately gotten to. She's gotten to mysterious devotions. She's gotten to the zodiac and the Zen. She's gotten into tarot cards and potions. She's laying her religion on her friends, on her friends, on her friends. friends who come to ask her for their future, friends who come to find they can't be friends because of signs and seasons that don't suit her. She'll prophesy your death, she won't say when, won't say when, won't say when. When all the black cards come you cannot barter. No, when all your stars are stacked you cannot win. She'll shake her head and treat you like a martyr. It is her blackest spell, she puts you in, puts you in, puts you in. In sorrow she can lure you where she wants you. Inside your own self-pity there you swim. In sinking down to drown her voice still haunts you. And only with your laughter can you win, can you win, can you win. You win the lasting laurels with your laughter. It reaches like an arm before you sink to win the solitary truth you're after. You dare not ask the priestess how to think, how to think, how to think. I think of tears, I think of rain on shingles. I think of rain, I think of roses blue. I think of Rose, my heart begins to tremble to see the place she's lately gotten to, gotten to, gotten to, do, 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 do. Thank you, my friends. Here's a song with a chorus, and like all songs with choruses, choruses are there for a purpose, to be sung by a chorus. So, yes, a circle game. It's about the only song I ever wrote with a chorus. Actually, it's the Circle Game Plus. It's the Circle Game medley. Yesterday, a child came out to wander. Dragonfly inside a jar, fearful when the sky was full of thunder, and tearful at the falling of a star. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. Then the child moved 10 times round the seasons, skated over 10 clear frozen streams. Words like when you're older must appease him, and promises of someday make his dreams. seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. 16 springs and 16 summers gone now. Cartwheels turn to car wheels through the town, and they tell him, take your time, it won't be long now, till you drag your feet too slow, the circle's down. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on the carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. So the years spin by, and now the boy is 20. Though his dreams have lost some grandeur coming true, there'll be new dreams, maybe better dreams and plenty, before the last revolving year is through. Born with the moon in Cancer, choose her a name she will answer to. Call her green, and the winters cannot fade her. Call her green for the children who have made her little green. Be a gypsy dancer. He went to California, hearing that everything's warmer there. So you write him a letter, say her eyes are blue. He sends you a poem, and she's lost to you, little green. He's a nonconformer, just a little green, like the color when the spring is born. There'll be crocuses to bring to school tomorrow, just a little green, like the nights when northern lights perform. There'll be icicles and birthday clothes, and sometimes there'll be sorrow. Child with a child pretending, weary of lies you are sending home. So you sign all the papers in the family name. You're sad and you're sorry, but you're not ashamed, little green. Have a happy ending, just a little green, like the color when the spring is born. There'll be crocuses to bring to school tomorrow, just a little green. form. There'll be icicles and birthday clothes, and sometimes there'll be sorrow. And the seasons, they go round and round, and the painted ponies go up and down. We're captive on a carousel of time. We can't return, we can only look behind from where we came, and go round and round and round in the circle game. The same day that I discovered crazy old Dr. Junk, the dentist man, I sat up all night and wrote another song, which I do my little trumpet solo in. I'm telling you that there's a trumpet solo in it, so that when I get to the part where there's a trumpet solo, you won't say, "What's she doing?" Daddy was a trumpet player. I always wanted to be a trumpet player. I thought so. Funny day, looking for laughter and finding it there. Sunny day, braiding wildflowers and leaves in my hair. Picked up a pencil and wrote, "I love you," in my finest hand. Wanted to send it, but I don't know where I stand. Telephone, even the sound of your voice is still new. All alone in Carolina and talking to you, and feeling too foolish and strange to say the words that I had planned. Guess it's too early, 'cause I don't know where I stand. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. emerald green. Thickets tall until the morning comes up, like a dream, all muted and misty, so drowsy now, I'll take what sleep I can. I know that I miss you, but I don't know where I stand. Know that I miss you, but I don't know where I stand. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Silver drums, rhythms that he hums, walls and doors that come when he calls. Plans for one, he keeps in a coffer. What can I offer? I don't know. Can I bring him love words to sing him like some foolish I'll be gone, and words in a song won't even last till sunrise. Go tell the drummer man the time glass is out of sand. Ask him to understand and wait for me, and wait for me. Streets and parks, waltzers in the dark, lovers now, when time will allow, an afternoon, the kind to be leaving. Why am I leaving? I don't know. Distant places, just empty spaces, till we are together. What can I bring? Time leaves me nothing. I wonder will it ever? Go tell the drummer man the time glass is out of sand. Ask him to understand and wait for me, and wait for me. Silver birds fly away like words in the wind. Soon I'll be in another world, the land of without him. What's it about, this other world? Go tell the drummer man the time glass is out of sand. Ask him to understand and wait for me, and wait for me, and wait for me, and wait for me. I'd like to close my set now with a rainy day story about Michael from Mountains. fills you up with sweets, he takes you up streets, and the rain comes down. Sidewalk markets locked up tight, and umbrellas bright on a grey background. There's oil on the puddles in taffeta patterns that run down the drain, in coloured arrangements that Michael will change with a stick that he found. Michael from mountains, go where we'll go to, know that I will know you. Someday I may know you very well. You to a park, he sings and it's dark when the clouds come by. Yellow slickers up on swings, like puppets on strings, hanging in the sky. They'll splash home to suppers in wallpapered kitchens. Their mothers will scold, but Michael will hold you to keep away cold till the sidewalks are dry. Michael from mountains, go where we'll go to, know that I will know you. Someday I may know you very well. You up the stairs, he needs you to care, and you know you do. Cats come crying to the key, and dry you will be in a towel or two. There's rain in the window, the sun in the painting that smiles on the wall. You want to know all, but his mountains have called, so you never do. Michael from